Hi everyone, welcome to WIC channel. My name is Rifad. So today will be the continuation of the famous series that I love doing for the three stocks to kind of watch or like kind of keep track for the month of June. And I want to go into details. Like, this is just I do a brief overview of the stocks and just kind of like not in depth. If you guys would like for me to do in-depth video of those stocks, I would gladly do it. But just a brief overview when I find some stocks that are kind of in a good interesting position or kind of going into like a negative area, could be a good place to watch or buy. And also, by all this means that when I kind of present this stuff, is just important for you guys to know is do your own research, do your own like due diligence and stuff before making any purchase. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and give like a brief overview. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So the first stock, it's Mr. Google. So as per like it become interesting as the filming of the video as of today. Google, they kind of like the news came out like saying like because of kind of antitrust issues and stuff like that. So the stock unfortunately kind of got hit, right? And like kind of got, and also they kind of repositioned certain of like people like DOJ handling certain companies and stuff like that. They kind of reshuffle certain stuff on the government side, which got a panic, right? And like people are selling because of that. Which could be interesting, right? And it's been on a downfall since like the earnings, which was not great either. As you guys can see, because the earnings came a bit lower than what you call people were expecting for the Google. That kind of caused it to drop, right? And overall, I would say is the future. We already know how Google is and where they're gonna go and where they're gonna be, right? With the Google YouTube, you guys are watching with the ads and all the stuff they control with Android and like Google Music and everything. It's kind of very interesting. And Stadia, they're very robust and a good plan for the future to stay alive, right? I would say. Over this is just kind of like those noise that keeps on going that gives you good buying opportunity, right? Overall, I would say it's kind of a good PE, right? We can go to the PEs like around 26, for PE 19. Then you can have also you can see that their growth is 16. What do you call, sorry, the growth here is around, yeah, quarterly growth on 17%. So they're still growing. They're still, for $1 billion company, they're still growing. Have a lot of cash position, not a lot of debt, which is great. That also is another important thing. So overall, I would say they're very well positioned to kind of weather any storm that might come, any kind of fees or government consequences out of this. So I would say just keep a close eye. I would say, track this stock closely. It might drop in the coming weeks, coming months. And it could be an interesting buy because this kind of the storm, because all the three stocks are kind of funny. Kind of funny is that they are also kind of affected by the storm of negativity, and it could bring a really good buying opportunity for you, right? Um, so yeah, so I would say, so right now it's around that price. I would say that's good. Could take a look. So they have a good growing future, and they're not dying anytime soon, I would say. And the next is famous is we'll go with Facebook is number two. They also kind of got hit recently with the news of antitrust and all kind of stuff is going on. They're getting hit hard, especially all the techs. I would say all the techs are really getting hit hard recently, and they grow. Like I can give you an example. That's what happened in December, right? December, like back 120, went all the way to 190. So it's just, make sure when you buy this kind of stocks always long term, you can weather the storm. Just always remember that. Very crucial, I would say. When you go into the statistics of them, like 24 PE and 4 PE of like next year's earnings on 17, which is extremely low. So it's kind of good out buying opportunity also. And you can see their growth. It's also like 26% year over year quarter growth. So it's kind of, you can see is revenue growth. I mean, revenue growth is going high, but still, you cannot find it that they're pivoting, right? Last year, when Facebook got hit with all the antitrust and all kinds of like privacy issues and stuff like that, they were still able to grow their revenue 26%. With that said, the quarter like growth earnings are lower because they kind of said that the expenses are going to go more towards paying staff and stuff like this. They're kind of expanding money on that. But overall, their growth is there, their revenue is growing, so it's kind of there. They're well positioned with cash, not a lot of debt, um, extremely good balance sheet, which is great. Um, so their earnings they keep on growing. They know where they're going, and they're pretty much controlling the whole social media. Anything that comes up, they have the opportunity to go buy, which is another factor people should take into this, right? Um, so yeah, so this kind of getting hit hard. It's kind of another thing that kind of got hit hard with the antitrust and stuff like that. So overall, you can see like what analysts are expecting, right? The current quarter they're expecting around 186, $1.86 when it was euros $1.74, which is good. Overall this year they're expecting less compared to year over year growth, but I would say if they continuously able to beat quarters, I don't see why not they can beat the year, right? So this is can be an interesting quarter, interesting year for Facebook. I think if you can buy and hold, I would just keep a close eye on them and see where the market places them. Sell opportunity comes, and it might drop and create a great buying opportunity for you because of the fact that Facebook is a good company that is maintaining social media. Their business is booming. People have to have a presence on Facebook or stuff like that on WhatsApp or on Instagram. I mean, to kind of boost their business line and stuff like that. So it's gonna be it is a behemoth as it is, and the percentage is growing is just astonishing that they're stable to grow at that level that they are right now. So just keep a close eye and see what it ends up. And the final stock, I decided to kind of put a spec stock. I would say I like to kind of put in a spec stock always in my third choice to kind of mix the pot and stuff. This is something that is a very hot topic. I would say people always kind of you have the extreme bears and the extreme bulls. I would say that always fights for this stock, and they all make their own thesis and stuff like that. So the final is Tesla. I would think Tesla is a good company, got hit very hard. I would say, like, how can something go from almost like 6 months ago at 376 all the way, like, it's top $200 less almost. So it is I would say it's coming interesting buying opportunity. I honestly think it could even go lower. If it doesn't, even if you guys have an open portfolio room, you might be an interesting pickup, I would say. Because all of this happened I can drop those links in down below as for you guys want to read, just but it kind of resumes. So overall those two articles kind of resumes it. They missed on the deliveries and the earnings, which is crazy how much they missed on the earnings. That's kind of affected them a lot. So you can see here, like, they were expecting for the last quarter a negative of 69 cents, but came at $2.90. So it kind of affected them. Competition is heating up for them. So a lot of things happening, and the deliveries kind of affected them. Missed a big amount of deliveries. I think you have it here, the number. They produced, like, 77,000 cars and 63,000, and estimates around 84,000. So it kind of missed it there. That affected them. So missing deliveries, missing earnings, and the problem with Elon and the SEC again, and the layoffs, and like really the bears, like this, like, let's just win, let's go strong on it and try to bring this down, which is happening right now because bulls are kind of going away. But with that said, I think Tesla is nowhere to be out of cash or going out anywhere of business. The what I call internet, the IPs that they have is crazy, which is like from like the autopilot, which is amazing what they have, to the solar, which I think they're still not exploiting. I don't know why. Maybe they have a strategy plan in the future, which could be interesting. And the network of charging, and at the end, like, I think they could also, like they say, focus on taxi driving with autopiloting. Could be crazy advanced technology for them, and they have that technology and the potential to exploit it. So yeah, and also even that article they mentioned is the robust Model 3 orders. They kind of had the first half was kind of not that great, but they're expecting it to start kicking in second half of the year with amazing deliveries and start booming in their orders. So yeah, they have a good way ahead, right? Overall statistics, it's this year like not much, but they're expecting if their earnings come in, they expect to make like 29 PE with their earnings and stuff. So it's pretty reasonable. And the revenue, you guys can see 33% growth, which is great. So that's the only thing that's really troubling for people is the cash position. That could be really bad because they had to dilute further for and pay what they have, the big debt that came in last on March that didn't help them. But yes, I mean this is gonna be an interesting watch to see if you guys are. I'm honestly keeping a close eye on them. But if you guys maybe have a small position want to open up and maybe put some spec in it, I would say why not try Tesla? See where this leads. So yeah, that sums about it for this video. So tell me what you think about the three stocks. Maybe are you guys planning to buy? Any of the stocks? What are the three stocks you guys are watching or stuff like that? Or any other comments? Just drop it down below. Would love to hear from you guys. If you did not subscribe, and also thumbs up for the video. And as always, in these two links in the description, one for the Facebook and Twitter. Would love to have you guys over there. So thank you very much for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.